I'm Faith.
And I'm Nick. And we are Mommy Drinks Politics, where we drink
and talk politics.
Yes, we do. So today we are talking about abortion. Okay, Faith, go. Abortion.
Abortion. I am obviously pro-life. Everything that I do, I try to bring it back to basic foundational principles. So, life, liberty, I think that is the basic role and function of government, is to protect those things.
Life, liberty, property. Okay.
Yes. And so, if you have a fundamental belief that the baby inside of a mommy is a life that is separate from the mommy, I know the mommy's carrying, but then that life is worth protecting.
Yeah. So
that's where I stand on it, and I know that.
And you think the government should protect that baby?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I totally disagree.
Okay.
Well, no. I mean, it is a life, but this is my stance. This is just how I feel. I've never had an abortion. I don't plan on getting an abortion. Here's the thing. The government does not legislate male bodies. Male bodies are protected. Male bodies can do whatever they want to do. The government legislates female bodies. Why?
Except the baby is not the female body. I recognize that it's in the female body.
Yes.
But we have other species, and we have been doing it for a long time, where we remove the baby, and implant it into some sort of tube or other animal of that same species. I don't understand why, with abortion specifically, that it has to mean the ending of the life.
I'm sorry, I didn't follow you.
Okay, so if you don't want the baby, and we can humanely remove it, why are we not seeking out that option? As opposed to, we can only kill it, and that's the only way that we can end the pregnancy.
And I don't, for me, I'm not talking about only killing it. Like, I don't know emotionally what would happen to me if I did that. Like, I don't want to ever do that. So I'm not saying let's kill babies. I'm saying that there has to be an option for people who are not ready to be parents, who were raped, who were abused, who are not ready to be parents. Because the problem is, if a young woman gets pregnant and she has a baby and she doesn't want it, then that baby's going to have a horrible life. And we force this horrible existence on this child, on this unwanted child. I think that the mother should have an option to let her unwanted child not suffer for the rest of its life, and for her to not suffer as well. Okay, let's take an aside. Let's get some coffee.
Okay.
Hello. How are you? Good. Thank you.
983. Thank you.
What were you saying?
We were just talking about abortion.
Yeah.
Nothing major.
Nothing big. Okay, so I think I was just saying that I never want to have an abortion.
Me neither.
But I have a friend who had one, and actually, well, no, I can't say all that. But I had a friend who had one, and I'm glad she did. And she was glad she did. She was in college. She had this crush on this boy. He was so good looking. I mean, he was just so cute. But he didn't care anything about her. And he was in college too. and she got pregnant, and he vanished. When I say vanished, dropped out of college, moved to another state, just 100% vanished. And she was, you know, a college student. She wasn't ready to have a baby. And yeah, she chose not to. And I knew that was so hard for her. But I believe it was her choice. And I think part of this whole discussion is that conservative people, not just women, I'm happy to have this conversation with a conservative woman, because the conversation in the media is just all men screaming their thoughts. Mm-hmm. And that's not important to me on this issue. Like, I don't really care what men have to say about my body. Like, I just don't. So it's really great to hear what you have to say. But I think that in the media, it seems like people are assuming that if you allow women to have abortions, they're just going to have abortions willy-nilly. You know, it's just like, I got pregnant, I just decided, you know what? I want to go to Paris. Let's have an abortion. You know? And I'm like, that's not what's going on. Like, well, I can't say nobody, but I think your average person who has an abortion, it's not like, I want to take a trip, not have a kid. I want a Lexus. So I'm just not going to have a kid. I'm going to go get this abortion.
Well, I mean, like with your friend, was her choice based on the fact that she wanted to finish college?
I think it was based on a lot. She didn't really have strong family ties at that point in time in her life, so she was pretty much alone. Like, not just the father of the child, or the sperm donor, whatever you want to call it. It wasn't just that he wasn't in the picture. There weren't people in the picture, you know. And so, yeah, it's like, who wants to bring a baby into that? I have other friends who've done the exact opposite, like who got pregnant when they were really, 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 really young, like when they were still in high school, and had the baby. And I think a big difference is, like, one of my friends who got pregnant in high school and had the baby had a really strong family. And I think that really makes a difference if you're alone versus if you have a support system. Because I like having children like you do. Like, I can't imagine having children with no support system. Like, I can't imagine it. So, yeah.
Well, I was 21 when I had my first, and I was in college. And I never wanted kids. Ever.
Really?
Never.
Wow. I forget you're like, because our kids are the same age. I forget like you're like 1,000 years younger than me.
I'm not.
It's like I was born in 010.
Whatever. No, not even close. But yeah, never wanted kids, and that pregnancy was emotionally very hard because
you were young and in college.
I thought God was punishing me.
Yeah.
I thought I had done something wrong and horrible, and that's why He had made me pregnant.
Yeah, wow. That's not how it works.
No.
There are other things that happen.
Right. So, but looking back and seeing, you know, where my kids are now, the fact that I have 3, that after the first one I thought, this is so great. I think I would love more.
Yeah.
I didn't know better, and I'm so glad that I didn't get my wish.
Yeah.
I wished for miscarriages.
Wow.
I prayed for them. I wouldn't have an abortion.
Yeah.
Just because I'm opposed to it. And I knew it was a life, but I was like, if the baby dies, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
And it breaks my heart to know that that's where I was.
Yeah.
When I think about my baby, you know, my beautiful little 13-year-old baby in there.
You're just so tall and beautiful.
She is. She's awesome. So I'm glad I didn't get what I prayed for. I didn't get what I wanted, but I got exactly what I needed.
Yeah, I heard. So I'm glad she's here too, because I get that kids are just a big part of who we are. you know, and so definitely I'm glad she's here for you and that you get to experience that. And I just agree to disagree with you.
Yeah.
You know, I think that women's bodies just shouldn't be legislated. I also think that, like I said, I never would want to have an abortion, but at the same time, I just think the option should be available. And yeah, and I think the conversation is the most important part. It's not the yelling, it's the conversation. So, totally different subject. Have you seen, what's that show called? The Handmaid's Tale.
I have not.
Oh my God. Okay, so you've got to see.
Do I want to see?
Yeah, okay, you've got to see The Handmaid's Tale because it's so us. Okay, so there are these two women, and at one point in time they're like out jogging, and they go in to get Starbucks, just like us.
Okay.
So we weren't jogging because, but so they go in to get Starbucks. Their debit cards have been shut off because they're women. And then their reproductive rights are pretty much taken away, and they're issued to powerful men to reproduce children for them. It's a really great show. Like, it's an amazing show. But when I think of legislating women's bodies, that's where I automatically sort of kind of go to, like, Handmaid's Tale. Like, that's why, I think that's one of the reasons why I get so scared of what's going on right now, because in The Handmaid's Tale, it all ends in women being issued to powerful men and reproducing for them. Okay, I know that's not going to happen. I have to say that before people go crazy in the comments. Please do not go crazy in the comments. I know Handmaid's Tale is not real.
Do you agree with me? Or do you agree with Nick?
Hey, let us know in the comment section. Hey, if you agree with either one of us, let us know. If you don't agree with us at all, let us know in the comment section. We really want to hear what you have to say. Also, if there's something that you'd like the two of us to talk about, let us know. We want to talk about what you would like to hear about. We'll see you next week.